Hello everyone. Welcome to all of you in our today's e-lecture, and this is the second video regarding our today's story, The Barber's Trade Union, written by Mulk Raj Anand. In our previous video, we have discussed the general intro about Mulk Raj Anand and some salient features of his writings. Other eminent writings, they are also counted among the trio of Indo-Anglian novels, and this is the second video, and in this video we are going to study the story Barber's Trade Union. And in this story we have many ups and downs. This is also based on the caste discrimination which are faced by the some lower caste people due to the discrimination of upper and lower caste dwell in our society. And this is, although this story depicts the scenario of pre-independence Indian society, but it has also the significance in modern times. So let's start our today's story, The Barbers Trade Union, written by Mulk Raj Anand. And before we start this story, here we need to know about the general introduction of the story. So this is the general intro about the story. There are two main characters in the story. One is Chandu and second is his friend belongs to the high caste. Maybe he is a writer himself. It is not clear, but perhaps he is a writer himself. And the second main or chief protagonist of this story is Chandu. He is a barber's boy. And when we see about the general intro of this story, as means the story Barber's Trade Union has two main characters. As you are able to see on your screen, that first is Chandu and second is his friend belongs to the high caste. Chandu is a barber, a so low caste boy, and his friend belongs to the high caste. However, high caste friend loves Chandu very much. Chandu was bright boy. Bright in bright means in his studies. He was also bright in his studies and in his behavior in his daily life also. But he could not shine in his studies because he had no time for that. He had to go for work in order to earn money to support his family. He had to go for work in order to earn money, and may he lost his father in early age also. So all that circumstances does not support do not support to the bright character of Chandu in his studies. So we can say that this story shows casteism, and it is in for the social satire on the casteism. Means Mulk Raj Anand wrote this story as a social satire on the casteism. So this is the general intro about our story, and next we can say that the story is a gentle and social satire on a framework of realism. Here, hero of the story Chandu took a step to teach a lesson to upper class people. So let's see the whole story as a social realism according to the following points. Means here we need to understand this story according to the points. And in this video number second, we will discuss some points, means half story, because we have time limits. If I can, uh, means if we study all story in a single video, then to sitting before the screen for 50 or 60 minutes can be monotonous to all of you, can be tired to all of you. So I divided this story into two or three videos. Regarding these videos, I explain this story according to the points. So let's have a look on the first point of this story. Means on behalf of myself, I divided this story into the points, and we will discuss the advancement of this story according to our points. So first we have the school life of Chandu and his father's death. Dear students, before we start our story here, I want to discuss some questions regarding this story. That when we when we see some questions in our examinations, then first we just make a concept of questions in our mind. Then according to the questions, we have to explain, yeah, we have to understand all story. So we also asked as the comment on the story social realism, or next we also can be asked as the Barber's trade union is a gentle and social satire on the framework of realism comment. So here we need to explain and understand a whole story according to these points. So then have a look on our first point of this story as school life of Chandu. As previous we have discussed that Mulk Raj Anand's story Barber's Trade Union is the story of a barber boy named Chandu. His father died early, and he had however taught him his professional skill quite early, and he had started sending him in the village for shaving and hair cutting. And after his father's death, he started going to the elders, village elders means people of the high caste, for shaving and hair cutting. And he is imaginative and ambitious. This story is a social satire in a realistic setting. Chandu is a young man with sharp wit. Mulk Raj Anand counted here Chandu among the makers of modern India. Chandu took a step to teach a lesson to upper class people when they insulted him like the zamindars, sahukars of his own village. And how he taught a lesson and created a history. Let's look the whole story as a social realism according to the following points. And the first point is the school life of Chandu and his father's death. So just begin our today's story. Chandu had an upper caste friend, and his name was not mentioned in the story, but we can just guess that he may be author himself also. Okay, so Chandu had a upper caste friend, and he was 6 months senior from his friend. He was intelligent boy and got a scholarship at school also, and he started his professional work of hair cutting and shaving early due to his father's death. His father died early due to plague, so he had no time for his studies. As we have said that Chandu is intelligent boy also, but he can't. He couldn't shine in his studies because he had to do his family's work. He had to do his professional work after his father's death because his father was dead early due to the plague. So he had no time for his studies, and then he had to give up his studies also. So he was sharp and ambitious young man. And after his daily work, he started going to the district court, sitting on the back road of the lawyer's carriage. And he shoved people there and earned more money. This shows the witty and sharp and intelligence of Chandu. He is not only do his professional work in his village, but he also went to the uh, city, and there he shaved the people and cut the hairs of the city people, and thus he earned more money. So it shows the witty and intelligence of Chandu. So this is the starting of the story, and it displays the school life of Chandu and how he couldn't carry on his studies. All these points we have discussed in this slide. And next is Chandu's daily visit to the city for work and buying doctor's dress. As we came to know that Chandu not only served the village people, but he also went to the city to earn more money. And what happened in city? Just have a look. As previous we have discussed that Chandu used to go to the town and shaved the people there. Thus he earned more money. This shows his intelligence, his wittiness. It shows Chandu was witty boy. Instead of being a lower caste boy, uh, he belongs to hair cutting caste, but he has much intelligence and witty power, and this shows that he want to earn more money. And not only he shared the village people, but he also shared the city peoples, went to the city. And once when he earned much money, he bought a new dress for himself. He bought a new dress for himself when he saw a city dentist doctor's dress. He used to go to the city to shave the people and to earn more money. There he saw many professionals, and once he saw a dentist, he was greatly impressed by the dress of dentist. And when he earned much money for to brought the new dress, he he brought a new dress for himself as a dentist doctor. And what happened after this? Just proceed. It was white rubber coat, a turban, and leather shoes. He went to the village and he showed his dress to his high caste friend. Then he went to the Jamindar's house for shaving, wearing this dress, this amazing dress of a dentist, a city doctor. And it was unbearable to the upper caste Jamidar. And Jamidar was very angry because Chandu belongs to the lower caste, the caste of hair cutting people. And he couldn't tolerate that lower caste boy should wear the dress like the doctor. So he was very angry. The Zamindar became very angry and he abused him and ordered him to wear his usual dress. He asked him that go to the house and wear your usual dress. You are not looking good in this dress. You are looking good in uh, only on your usual dresses, your old dress. You are not, he says, you are not destined to wear such clothes like the doctor. You are only destined to wear your lower caste dress. So this was very abusing for Chandu, and it was very insulting for Chandu. And next, what happened? Chandu's insult by Zamindar and Sahukar. When Chandu wear the doctor's dress and went to shave the Zamindar and Sahukar, they insulted him greatly. And what happened after the insult of Chandu's? Just, just have a look. Our next point. Chandu wore new dress of doctors which he had bought, and when he went to shave the upper caste people of the village like Jamindar and Sahukar, wearing his new dress, he was insulted by the people. Said, "Go away, swine! Go away and wear clothes befitting your low caste, your low status as a barber." So this is the manner of treating Chandu by Zamindar and Sahukar. It was much disturbing for Chandu. And this was too insulted also. Pandit Paramanand, also the another character of this story of his own Chandu's own village, belongs to the higher caste as Pandit Paramanand, also insulted him. He said Chandu belongs to lower caste, so he could not wear this dress. This is narrow, means this shows the narrow mindedness of the people of upper class. So Chandu now decided to take a revenge of his insult. Means all these kind of insult, because of all these kind of insult, Chandu got very disturbed and he decided to took up the revenge all these peoples. So, dear students, what happened next in our story? We will discuss in our next video. So, enjoy your studies and be with me in our next video. Till then, bye and have a nice time.